Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to the TRF podcast. Hello. Yeah, hello, our audience. Today, my name is Benga Ogunle, your host, as you know, right? Today, I'm joined by panelists that you haven't quite seen before, and the topic is also one that will be very interesting. And guess what? It's navigating marriage. Yeah, I know you'd be interested to hear what we're talking about in marriage now, navigating marriage, and trust me, we have for you some wonderful panelists that would really do justice to this topic. With me today, I've got a lot of combined decades of experience in marriage. Yeah, so they are qualified to really talk about this topic today. I'll start from my immediate right. Omi, can you introduce yourself to the audience?
Hi, my name is Mrs. Olajumoke Borishade. I've been married for 43 years by the grace of God. Wow. And we are blessed with 4 children.
Hallelujah.
And grandchildren.
43 years of marriage. Guys, you better start bringing out your notes so you can start jotting things down. Yeah, after I'm next to mommy. Adi.
Hi, my name is Shitu Adeyera. I've been married for 28 years, a little bit above 28 years. And we have lovely 4 children, 4 boys and a girl. And they are all grown up now.
Hallelujah.
To the glory of God.
Hallelujah. Great. And then, so that's like 70 years, 71 years. Oh. All right.
My name is Victoria Adeyemi. I've only been married for 5 years plus.
That's not only.
Half a decade.
That's not only.
Okay, I've been married for 5 years.
That's something.
5 years plus now, yeah.
Yeah, brilliant people. Good to have you.
Yeah, and I have one daughter.
Yes, she's a young mommy. She's a young mommy. Yeah, you can see her. Great. You're welcome, people. You're welcome to this episode, TERF podcast. So we're starting with money in marriage. That's the first bit of what we're looking at in terms of navigating marriage. Marriage is really wide. We really can't explore all possible angles to it. But we're focusing first now on money in marriage. So it's coming from the angle of transparency. Right, in times past, people, I would say the African men have said in literal terms that you really can't show your stomach to a woman, meaning you can't really be all open. I mean, I think that was wisdom at that time. Is it still wisdom today? So do you think, Mommy, Daddy, and Victoria, do you think that it's okay for a man? I think I'll start with Daddy now, since he's the man now. Is it okay for you or let me just start. Does your wife know the balance in your account at every time?
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. To be honest, she wouldn't know. And I will quickly add that I don't know our home balance in the account, but the fact still remains that she will have an idea of my income and I have an idea of her income, but we cannot be specific. And can I quickly add that if she wants to know, she has the opportunity of knowing because she have my account details, she have the access to my card, and as a matter of fact, I have been in possession of our own bank account for years. She will only come and say, can I have my card if she wants to use it? So if I want to know what is there, I can easily go and check. But I just don't really see the reason why I need to be checking on daily basis what has this woman got in her account or what for her to be going to my account, because the kind of job we do is something that is not a specific payment every month. So it changes, but the transparency is there.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to understand how transparent it is. I'll come back to I'll respond to your statement about the need to check constantly, because I'll come back to that. Mommy, do you want to go next? How transparent has it been in this past 43 years, knowing what is in daddy's account and vice versa? Really?
Thank you very much. Well, we started our journey lovely. Regarding accounts, we don't really, I don't know details about my husband's account. He doesn't know mine as well, but we spend money together. So if anything comes up in the family, if I don't have enough, I ask him, I need so and so, and he gives.
How do you know he has when you don't know what he should
But
have?
I know it's being paid.
Do you know how much is being paid?
Well, I don't really know exactly how much goes to his account, and I don't poke nose.
Poke nose.
I don't.
Okay.
Because to me, you know, every individual, you have your principle. When I got married, my own aim is I want peace for myself. And because of that, anything that will give me problem, I always try to avoid it. So if there's anything he wants me to know, I'm fine with it. I don't go further to start asking questions. Why did you spend your money this way? No.
Okay.
No. But we never quarreled over finance.
Money.
No.
So that was well managed between the two of you. Great.
So-
Great. Yeah. So now, that's the old generation. Now let's now look into this century generation now. With Victoria, how has it been in terms of money? How transparent has Mr. Adeyemi been?
I'll be honest. I'm actually surprised to hear this from mommy and daddy. I'm actually surprised because, again, it's good. That's why it's good we have this conversation so you actually know what has been and how it's worked for them. Because, but for us, again, maybe we're just too new generation.
You are learning, right?
We kind of know. We literally have a spreadsheet. So what our spreadsheet is my income is there. We know how much I'm getting for the month. We know how much my husband is getting for the month.
Oh, so you know how much he's getting?
Oh, yeah. And then we know, I've known his salary since we're dating. And when it changes, I know as well. I see his contract when he gets it. No, we're just talking like, okay, we started dating when I was in final year uni, and so was he. So we're not working, right? Apart from, he was doing summer jobs, but I schooled in Nigeria, there was no summer job. So when he got his first job, I've gotten my first job, this is what I'm getting paid. It was just out of conversation, not actually that we're trying to dig into each other's lives genuinely.
Well, that openness just was
Yes,
there.
exactly. So when I moved over after I got married, this is my first job, this is what they say we'll pay. Because you get a few options and like, which one pays better, which one. So that's been it. It's not like actually that I've policed him to say, what are you earning? It's like, this person is offering me this job, this person is offering me this job. I prefer this one. I think I'll take this one, that kind of thing. So you get to know how much. The spreadsheet is only for us to manage our bills and finances. So this is how much you're earning. This is how much I'm earning. And we run a joint account. So now all of our money doesn't go into the joint account. Okay. I mean, most of it does. So the way we run it is everything goes to the joint account, or most of it. Then the bills go out of the joint account. Then the money that we then have money that we spend personally monthly that comes to our individual accounts. Spend it as you wish. For that one, we don't even check what's there because it's not my business. If he wants to use his money to buy games, that's on him. If I want to use my money to shop all of next, that's on me. So when you're seeing the delivery, don't ask questions. You know that I'm not going to spend out of. I'm not going to go spend mortgage money to buy clothes. I won't do that. So it's just for us to manage our finances. Again, we're still growing. Mommy and daddy are probably not where we are financially. So we're trying to build. So we need to be more, we are conscious of our finances, making sure that we're spending right and, building that future so that we can look back when we're at that age in marriage and be glad that our finances are good.
That's good.
I've had different opinions now. I'm so
again. Remember, we are all in different stages of life and marriage.
So, daddy and mommy, let me ask: Would you like this style for instance, that, okay, I've earned 100, you have earned your 100, for instance. Let's bring the 200 together. Let's think about it together. How much should we pay for this? How much are we owing for that? What's remaining? Let's discuss it together and then be happy. Would you, looking back now and hearing from her, do you think you could have actually enjoyed that or done that?
Well, I believe it's a very good idea for the coming generation, but probably because we are, well, so to say, old generation now, I believe it's not likely to work for us like that.
Oh.
Any particular reason?
Yes. Well, in my own generation, I would believe a man should be more bold to take the headship
I'm getting there now.
and spearhead every expenses,
Oh, wow.
not expecting the woman to share it with me 50-50. And if I go into that of kind of managing, it means we are sharing 50-50, which takes a bit of responsibility or the headship
Away
from me. I want to be in charge and be responsible and live up to that.
And be seen to be
And
responsive.
to be seen that, yes, I am able to take care of the family.
Ha!
So the support
I'm
is
sorry.
there.
This
So
is
I
interesting.
see my wife as my support, coming when I cannot meet up.
Oh.
But not a
Not-
go-to
not a-
person
not
every
a
single
standard.
time.
That is the way I see it.
Wow.
Probably that would be for my own generation, but that's the way I see it. And it's been working for me.
All right. All right. So a lot of things will back now. Daddy wants to remain the head that God has said it should be. And monetarily speaking, it has to be. Right, great. Mommy.
Yeah, thank you so much. The new generation system, it cannot work for us. My own reason is I'm a spender. My husband doesn't spend like me. He doesn't spend like me. But we do balance it up because I know that I'm a spender and I work to meet up my expenses. It's not that we don't have joint account at all. You know, anytime we have any function like marriage or something, if they give us check, we have joint account where we just put that check. But I spend more.
So when you say spend more on yourself or on the family?
Both the family and myself. My husband doesn't buy expensive things, but me, I go expensive. I know.
For him or for you?
Anything I want to buy, either for him or for myself or for the children.
You're
I
spending.
know. Yes.
But I
spend
think you'll
more.
be happy with those spending, really.
Yeah, I feel happy when I spend.
He
anyway.
should be happy with the spending.
My husband doesn't complain. No.
So if you
he
buy
has-
him a Gucci, if you buy him a
Yeah, whatever,
Louis Vuitton,
anything I see that's well, I love for him, I buy for him.
Then, if I can
So-
quickly add, you know, these days, we have to consider the background of the father, the mother. I mean, the couples now. If the father comes from a family, a large family, and the mother from a smaller family, there's possibility that the expenses goes more to the larger family. Let me take myself for instance. I come from a very big family, and my wife from a nuclear family. So the expenses I used to, before I got married, I have been so responsible in
to
the family, and
You can't just stop.
I cannot stop that. And I don't want a situation where they will be thinking, oh, he's got married now.
yeah.
It's the wife that is causing him
Not
not
to
to
spend
do
on
this.
us.
When they know I have the ability, I still have the means to do the same. Now, having to have the same joint account, I will be having it at the back of my mind that, oh, my wife might not really be comfortable the way I spend.
Seeing
Even
the
though
outflows.
I still believe in moderacy, to do things the way it should be done. But now it is my money, I can spend it. And without really having that thinking that my wife will not be happy with it.
I get you. I get you. I think along the line we'll speak about in-laws and those kind of things. So we'll expand more on that one probably in our next episode or next series about marriage as well. But it's getting very, very interesting. I didn't mention my money now. My money.
Yes.
But Victoria's perspective is our money. Now there is
let me see. Our money is my money. My money is his money. Our money is our money. Yeah. It's all Miriam's money.
What is guiding that? Is that scriptural? Okay.
I like what Daddy said about looking at the family you're from, but in a different way. Growing up for me, I used to see my dad's pay slip. Like as a child.
Was it an accident?
No. Like my dad was very open about finances.
Who does that?
My dad. And I've seen my daddy's pay slip when I was probably in secondary school or primary school. My mom's pay slip. So I've always...
Not accidentally?
No, like open to... So sometimes like if you ask my dad for something outrageous. I remember one time I wanted to do one course. I'd gone to apply and everything. And when I saw the bill of the course, it was $80,000. So I brought it home and you know when you show your dad and you both have a laugh like, okay. Like we all know that we are not going to pay for this, right? It was one course like that. And I used to joke then that my real father would pay because I always say God is my real father. And we just joke about it. And that's one prayer I always used to pray then. Because I feel like being open about finances, you are not having unnecessary expectation of your parents. Because you know what can... You know when you're a child, you can just say, oh, Daddy, I want aeroplane today. And you just believe that your father will produce aeroplane. Yeah. But when you go a bit older, you know the situation of your family. Because we're not... Like, it's not because your parents are poor. They're not poor. They're taking care of their basic needs. They're meeting... everything is okay. But you know the things that are beyond their ability. And you're wise enough to know. So I feel them being open about their finances helped me to know what to ask and not to ask. If that makes sense. So I think that mindset followed me into marriage. Because so I'm open about my finances. There are times when I've had to leave work for my health reasons. That my husband his money was the only our money.
Oh, really?
Yes. And that was okay. He was doing fine. It didn't make me feel like, oh, I wasn't earning or anything.
Wow.
Yeah. So there are times.
Wow.
Yeah, there are times, and who knows? Like we've never had it the other way around. But I know that if God forbid that I had to not work, I would be okay with making sure that our family is fine. Hopefully that never happens by God's grace.
Right. Let me stay with you from daddy's point of preserving the headship, preserving the authority.
Yeah.
Now knowing that your husband earns X amount, if he goes and comes and the 30 days makes the whole pay, it cannot exceed this amount.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen him in quotes finish, as they say where we are from. Do you not lose the kind of... Does it not affect the respect you have for him?
No, because...
Like, it can't even earn beyond this. It's just there until they say, okay, you are promoted, and then
No, because my respect for him has never had to do with money.
Would you have respected him if he was poorer than this?
No, because I told you we started dating when we were in uni.
But then
we didn't have anything.
We didn't know what we were doing.
Oh no, we knew what we were doing.
We didn't know anything.
We knew what we were doing, but we were trusting God for the process. We've not always. None of us here doesn't have a process that they've come from. We want to do better in life, but we are where we are, and we have to live where we are living now. We'll make the most. I trust God as the wisdom of God is upon you. Bible says what? Paul said, when I have little, I will abound. When I have much, I will abound. The wisdom of God is there for you in no matter the phase of your finances to do the best you can. I would never go out of my affordability. That's why, like one mommy said was, I like to spend, so I'll work for it. Yes, because why? She doesn't want to be buying expensive things and be in debt for it. So I would always live with my affordability. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, my respect does not... My husband his respect doesn't diminish to me because of how much he can spend. Because I know people who have money, but they don't even treat their wives nice. It's not about money.
Money is not everything.
I know people that have money, they go on the best holidays, they have all the things you can think of, but they actually do not like their marriage. Money is not all that there is to marriage. It is a big deal because we have bills, but it's not all that there is. So whether it's earning less or more, it won't make me respect him more or less. It will only make sure that mean that we are having nicer things. That's all.
Okay, so Daddy, let me come back to you now.
Yeah.
Because of preserving that, and I like it, because I mean, maybe you go through the history of how it's always been like this. Maybe in the next episode after we'll drink some water, But I'm just thinking now that
we need some water on top of
yeah, I need some water. But before we do that, you don't even know if your wife earns more than you, because you don't know. Now you are in a safe place now, thinking that you are actually in charge of the family because you earn enough to care for the family. Just once in a while, when you think you need help, you can say, darling, can I have this? Can you support with that? But because you don't even know whether she earns times 4 of what you are earning, that thing you are preserving, is it still really preserved? Because what you can then find out is that, she has 30 houses in Banana Island in Lagos. She has 4 in London. Do you get? You now realize that after many years, would you now feel cheated, or you still feel you are still in charge of the marriage or the family, even though, because what you have not known now puts you in the dark. That's just what I'm thinking now.
Yeah.
So does it come in? Would you have a rethink about the fact that maybe I should actually have been more open and less knowing ourselves, so that there'll be no surprises later on? What do you think?
Thank you for that question. We thank God for Christianity and transparency, because if from the word start you have been open to each other and you know the capability, the income of each other, not necessarily know the dot figure on it, but at least you have an idea of what is coming in for your spouse.
Would you have an idea when it goes up a little bit?
You will definitely know if the transparency is there, because if I'm promoted, I will come home jubilating. Yeah. I've been promoted, and definitely they know something is coming along with it.
Okay.
So you know the ability and the capability of your partner or your wife or your husband. It's not likely that something strange will come in that you will not know or you will not have an idea. What we are talking here is not about not knowing how we get income and how we spend it. It's about just knowing the last dot. That's what I'm after. That I'm talking about.
I think I get.
You still have an idea of what your wife has. She will have an idea of what I have. So there's no way you can say maybe she's having a car somewhere, she's doing a business somewhere, she's having a house somewhere. It can never happen if the transparency is there from the beginning. And that's why I say thank God for Christianity. For a good Christian, you will not do something that you will not let your spouse know about.
He or she can say, I wanted to surprise you with it.
Oh, that's different.
That's not
obviously,
a surprise.
If you want
I wanted to surprise you with it.
That's not a surprise. If my wife comes home and say, my darling, let's go somewhere, and you now go there and say, this is the key to the house, I'm not going to appreciate that.
Really?
No, but she has not spent more than 30% of her salary.
You know why? You know why?
So she has 70% to
There's no way somewhere. There's no way my wife will want to buy a house without carrying me along.
She wants to surprise you.
What of a car? Okay, a house is a big purchase. What of a
Lamborghini?
What of a car?
It's a car.
A Lamborghini, a very expensive car.
Well, it could be a surprise, because car is something you can think 1 day or 2 days and buy.
Yes, okay, cool.
You understand?
Unlike house.
Unlike a house, that there's no way you want to buy a house, you will not be. You must have something must have gone into it.
You'll have used the papers.
You would have used papers. You would have used somebody to assist you without my knowledge. Somebody assisting you when I was there. But a car, I can just wake up one day and say, yes, I want to buy a car for my wife. As a surprise. Yes, I will appreciate it if you have the means.
So mommy that does not know how much daddy earns, for instance, you'll be looking forward to surprises every time then, because you just be like, I think he might still have money. Let me just hope he can just splash. But he does not even like spending money anyway. I forgot that part.
Thank you very much. For the mere fact that I don't know his account details or whatever, doesn't mean that there's no transparency or trust. I want to go back to our, like about 30, 40 years, no, 35 years ago. Something happened, we had problem, at our place of work, so I had to come back to Ife, So when I go back to Ife, then they paid us, that time was, I think, Udoji also, they increased our salary.
Yeah.
So that time just said, and we haven't really gotten a place, no house, no land. And, myself and some of my friends, we just decided, okay, let's just go and buy land. So I bought the land.
Without informing him?
I wanted to surprise him.
Thank
I bought it in the name of the two of us. Even I started that project.
Without him knowing still?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Daddy, you see what I'm saying now?
Wait, you know what happened? Let me tell you what happened. The money they gave us, it was much. I can't remember. That Udoji and Arias.
I think it was popular then. I heard my
so
parents mention it.
I quickly contacted my cousin, who is a doctor, at Ife, because my husband was in another town.
He was away. Okay.
So we bought the property. I put his name and myself. Then immediately my cousin helped me with the bricklayer and everything. We did everything, and that project got to lintel level. So when my husband came, I just took him there. He said, "What is this?" I said, "They paid us arrears, and I don't want us to spend the money." Happy? He was happy because he was surprised. He was surprised because I just gave him the documents. When he saw his name, so he said, "What I should have done, you have done it." But I just wanted. I don't want that money because I know I will spend the money. Yeah, we buy
even 35 years ago you will have
it's already in my blood now, so it's not something I just acquired. It's not just something I just acquired. I love beautiful things. And when I spend, I feel happy. So I say, this money, let me put it on this thing. And I want this man, when he said, when he saw it, it's just remain putting the frame and whatever. So when he got there,
long gone already.
So what I want to bring out is that even if you don't know your husband's detailed account or whatever, it doesn't mean that you are not going to trust each other, you are not going to be transparent to each other. There are so many ways that you can do things together and you get on fine. And in my family, my husband spent so much, even on my own family, my siblings, more than the way I spent for his own siblings, because he took them as his own real blood brothers and sisters. He gives them money without my knowledge. So the way we've been managing our lives has been fantastic anyway. So if I want to marry again another,
you go for him.
I will go for him.
Hallelujah.
When you have a man that doesn't give you headache, will you say you don't want that kind of man again?
Yeah.
So I don't have any problem with him. It's not that he's here. Even if he's not here, I will have spoken more.
All right. I think this is just all very interesting now. So, like, what I've gathered here is there's no one size fits all. No particular way. Just couples just think of what works for you both in terms of being transparent and money. It can be. It might look like you're not transparent, but actually you are really transparent because you trust each other. Then to do the right thing with the money in your accounts. Just that the joint account that Victoria has is quite
computerized.
All right, I think we should take a little break now, have some water because we've spoken a lot, we've enjoyed ourselves here, and then we would come back to continue further angles to this morning discussion in navigating marriage. Thank you once again. See you once again in our next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. We appreciate you joining us today. We hope you have learned something and have been blessed. Don't forget to visit us if you are in the Birmingham area in the UK at 5 Matching Road, Eddington, B236DR. And follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and on YouTube. Search Foursquare Gospel Church Birmingham on your search engine and you will find us. If you are not around us, please find a Bible-believing church and connect with God. Remember, we would love to hear from you. Send us a DM on our Instagram page at trf.podcast. Have a wonderful rest of the week. God bless you.